my name is Jessica Taylor and I'm from Park City, Utah. I got into ancient Greece mythology and history through a video game, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so then I started reading the Iliad, and then I needed to go on and find podcasts to listen to, where I found AGD, which is an extremely well-produced podcast, and they mentioned a trip. So I asked my husband if he wanted to go to Greece, and of course he said yes, and here we are.
My name's Chris Langle from Park City, Utah, in the United States. So when my wife, I've listened to a few of the podcasts, and now I'm very excited to get into more. And all I knew is that Jack has a great voice, and my wife enjoys it. And she put on a few clips to say, oh, this is really interesting, and we talk about it. And so she goes, you want to go on this trip? And it's not hard to talk me into a good adventure. I'm like, heck yes. And then she starts listing off all that we're gonna do. I'm like, holy cow, how are you gonna fit all that in? It's like, this is gonna be, I was even a little skeptical. I'm like, there's no way he's gonna be able to organize this the way, and he has. And then what really put it over the top was, oh, and we're gonna have an archaeologist with us named Aristotle. And I'm like, oh, that puts it over the top. 100% we're in. And when I tell people we're going to Greece because of this podcast, and we have a tour guide named Aristotle, it was like, they're like, no way. So, and he's been excellent. I love Aristotle's sense of humor. He's been a great tour guide, and I feel like I've learned so much more here than I ever could have done by myself, trying to even see half of this.
This has been far and away the best trip I've ever taken. I texted my wife that I've died and gone to heaven. To put it into context, I have traveled to dozens and dozens of countries, to Greece at least 9 times. The difference is Jack puts meaning to everything that we see. I highly recommend it.
So now it's like monument by definition for actually no. Wrestling is, you want to have control under the arms, right? Because now I'm in control, supposedly, right? Yeah. I can lift him up, and I can, So we're both trying to get under the arms, like this. Right. And you want to try to get behind him, Yeah. So that's the basic.
I'm better for it.
Victor in the stadium race.
My name is Laura Ning. I actually are fans of Jack's podcast, The Ancient Greece Declassified. So through the podcast, I get to know this tour, and immediately I'm in.
My name is Hugo. I'm from Porto, Portugal. I really liked the program. I think it was a healthy mix of jam-packed action and historical sites, but also we had a few great days at the beach and out there on the sea, on the boat. So I felt it was a really great mixture of a little bit of rest, but a lot of historical context in situ. Also, the last night, the last evening, in one classical party in a small Greek village, where we all got to dance with the locals. That was just great.
My name is Eric. The range of activities on this trip really allowed you to see some amazing history, just soak it all in, but at the same time allowed you to have a actual vacation. You get to party on the beach, you get to take a boat out and see the water, We just had amazing food and wine, evening activities. Going to a festival that was very local Greek was incredible. Along with all of it, it just made the experience pop.
Besides seeing the typical sites that you would see in Greece, one of the days was a beach day, but there was a sunken city, is what they called it. It was a Roman villa, and we went as a group and did snorkeling and got to see, and it was fairly well preserved. It was more than I expected. And then swimming in the Mediterranean was definitely worth it because it was very hot.
I highly recommend the AGD tour, and Jack's a heck of a guide, and he also knows how to party, so I like to party.
One of the cool features about this is there's actually something fundamental uniting everyone that is coming here, and that is our love for the antiquity. And so this is really 10 days sharing with people that actually know far more than I do. So great conversations, great connections, and I think I made friends for life here. Don't fall again, please.
Go! 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 Daddy! Take him!
That was close.
As we're filming this, people are doing shenanigans. Do you think there were enough shenanigans on this tour?
Yeah, there were good shenanigans on this tour. Everybody had a lot of fun here, and that's also one of the features. I think that we had a great group, so we could have amazing discussions and lots of fun throughout.